In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to add rulers and guides to your video player in Filmora. Now, this is going to allow you when you're editing your video, maybe you want to use the rule of thirds and you want those guides on the screen to kind of like show you exactly how to position your video. Now, to get started, as you can see here, I have a video here. Now, I'm going to right click on the video within the player. So you do need to add the video to the timeline here on this track. And once you have the video in here, go to the player because it's going to show up in here. Right click on it. And if you go all the way to the bottom here, you're going to see two options here. The first one's going to be the ruler. So this is going to allow you to add rulers to the outside of your preview screen. Now you also have the option to add guides, which is grayed out right now. So you're not able to select guides. Now this is because you need to add rulers first. So I'm going to select rulers. You can see there's also a keyboard shortcut here that you can use, which is Control P. Go ahead and select this. As you can see, now we have, let me go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see this. All right, so you can see now we have rulers here outside of our player here, right? As you can see, I can now drag, you can click right on the ruler, drag into the screen, and you are going to be able to add multiple guides here. As you can see, I'm clicking and dragging. Let's go ahead and add a horizontal guide here. I'm going to click, drag, and as you can see, it's going to appear on the screen here, right? As you can see, another one here. To remove this, you can simply click and drag. So as you can see, once you have the double arrow that's pointing up and down, you can click, hold, and then drag off the screen. As you can see, it disappears. Okay. Now we're going to right click again, and you can see that we have guides enabled now. Now there's a couple of options that come underneath guides here. The first one's going to be add guide. So if I hit add guide, as you can see, there's going to be a pop-up here that's going to ask me for the settings for this new guide that I'm trying to add. Now, first things first is going to be we can change the color, right? Which is pretty cool because most video editing softwares are not going to allow you to change the colors of those guides. So if this is something that's important to you, you have the option to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and make it red. And as you can see here, we also have a direction. Do you want this guide to be vertical? Do you want it to be horizontal? So for now, let's go ahead and do horizontal, right? Now you also have the position here. If you have a select position that you want to add, so let's say you want to put this in the middle, let's do 540. Go ahead and hit add. As you can see, we have a red guide that got added to our player here. Now if I right click, go back to guides, I'm gonna go ahead and hit add guide. If you do vertical, as you can see, it tells you this is from 0 to 1920, right? Which is which is the aspect ratio of the video. That's where this is coming from. So if you have something that is 1080 by 720 or something like that, those are going to be the position numbers you're going to see on here. Okay, cool. All right, so what are some other options that we have here? So if you go right on top of the guide and you right click, you're going to be able to just hit delete, right? If I right click on it, I go over to guides. You also have the option to hide, right? Let's say you want to keep them on the screen, but you just want to hide them for maybe you're previewing the video. Hide, as you can see, they are going to be hidden from the screen. Right click again and you can show them. They're going to be on their same positions, okay? Right click again. Another option is going to be to lock these guides. So once you lock this, you're not going to be able to move them, right? Because sometimes when you're editing, you might accidentally move these guides, and you want to, if you don't want to do that, a good way to prevent yourself from doing that is going to be to lock these guides. So I'm going to go ahead and right click and unlock them, okay? Now to delete, like I said, you go on top of a guide here. As you can see, once you get those double arrows, you can right click on it, hit delete, or you can click, drag, and drag off the screen, right? Drag it off the screen and it's going to disappear. Or you can right click on it and hit delete, okay? Now, if you want to hide the rulers, it's pretty simple. Right click again on top of the video and deselect ruler. There you go. Now we have our normal player here. Now it's important to know that you need the rulers enabled in order to start adding guides here. That's one of the most important things. So if you're wondering why can't I add guides, it's because you have not enabled the ruler setting here. Now that is pretty much for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.